Episode 1. The Lockwood Asylum, a paranormal investigation gone wrong. Some stories are warnings. Some stories are forgotten, but this story was covered up. This is the true account of a paranormal investigation gone terribly wrong in the abandoned Lockwood Asylum, where 4 investigators went in, and only 1 came out unchanged. This is not for the faint of heart. Viewer discretion is advised. Lockwood Asylum was shut down in 1963 after a massive fire swept through its eastern wing, killing 12 patients and 3 staff members. The cause of the fire was never officially determined. Witnesses say strange lights and screams were heard the night it burned, but none of that is on record. The asylum had a long reputation for unethical treatments, electroshock therapy, isolation tanks, and worse. Over 100 deaths were reported in its 45-year history, but some believe the number is much higher. Urban legends claimed that Lockwood wasn't just haunted, it was cursed. People who dared to sneak in claimed to hear scratching in the walls, whispers in the stairwell, and once, someone claimed to be possessed after staying overnight. Enter the Shadow Light Society, a 4-person team of paranormal investigators known for debunking fake hauntings across the country. On October 13, 2022, the Shadow Light Society entered Lockwood with 3 cameras, motion sensors, a spirit box, and an EMF detector. The team consisted of Matt, the team leader, Jess, the tech expert, Corey, the skeptic and audio analyst, and Amber, the group's medium and spiritual sensitive. They planned to spend the entire night inside Lockwood, streaming live to their YouTube followers. Everything was fine for the first hour. Then the EMF meter spiked, all the way into the red, in the basement morgue. Amber felt sick and said she couldn't breathe. They heard a loud metallic bang, like something heavy being dragged, even though the room was empty. The viewers watching the live stream reported hearing a voice whisper, "Don't leave," but none of the crew heard it in real time. Around 2:13 a.m., Jess was reviewing thermal footage when she noticed a cold figure standing behind Matt. But when she turned, nothing was there. Moments later, Corey started laughing uncontrollably. It wasn't nervous laughter, it was unhinged. When asked what was funny, he just kept repeating, "She's under the floor. She's been here the whole time." Matt tried to calm him down, but Corey ran into the isolation wing and slammed the door. When they got it open, Corey was standing in the corner, scratching symbols into the wall with his fingernails. His eyes were bloodshot. He didn't recognize anyone. Amber began crying, saying, "They're awake now. We shouldn't have come." The live stream cut out completely at 2:47 a.m. No one could explain why. The internet was fine, the batteries were full, the feed just died. They tried to leave, but the main doors, which they had left unlocked, wouldn't budge. The backup exit was bricked off. They were trapped. That's when it appeared on camera. In footage later recovered from the SD card, a tall shadow figure is seen crawling across the ceiling of the hallway outside the nurses' station. Its limbs were too long, its head twisted unnaturally, and it moved with an inhuman jerkiness. Amber collapsed. Her body went completely limp. Matt and Jess carried her out of the hall, but Corey refused to leave. He stood, arms out, repeating, "She promised me the fire. I'm ready." Suddenly, alarms started blaring, despite the building having no power. Emergency lights flickered red through the halls. On one of the remaining handheld cameras, viewers later heard what sounded like dozens of voices crying in agony. Matt and Jess finally managed to bust open a back door using a fire extinguisher. As they pulled Amber outside, Corey stayed behind, smiling. The moment they crossed the threshold, all power in their devices returned. The live stream resumed. Corey never came out. Authorities were called. A full search was conducted. No trace of Corey was ever found. Not even the carvings on the walls remained. The footage recovered from their SD cards shows roughly 6 minutes of black static between 2:48 and 2:54 a.m., during the exact time Corey disappeared. Amber was hospitalized for severe trauma and hasn't spoken since. She hasn't said a word in over 2 years. Matt and Jess shut down the Shadow Light Society. They sold all their equipment and moved out of state. None of them have ever returned to Lockwood. Was it a haunting, a possession, or something far worse? This investigation wasn't just another ghost hunt, It was a brush with something truly malevolent. If you want more true paranormal encounters, the kind that don't make the news, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this with someone who dares to watch at night. Because some places don't want to be found.